He referred to the pogrom in Rono, where all the Jews had been liquidated, that is, had been shot near Kostolpol. Finally, his signature and sworn to on the 10th of November, 1945.
What's the nationality? He is Graeber.
He is the German. Graeber was the German.
Yes.
And is now in the employ of military government at Frankfurt, the United States military government. Your Honor, in that connection, there's another separate affidavit attached to this, which is part of the same document, which I'll not attempt to read, but it has to do with the execution of some people in another area and is along the same line. And I'm not reading it because it would be cumulative, but it is a part of this same document. I now pass from that subject to the next subject. The Gestapo and SD stationed special units in prisoner of war camps for the purpose of screening out racial and political undesirables and executing those who were screened out. The program of mass murder of political and racial undesirables carried on against civilians was also applied to prisoners of war who were captured on the Eastern Front. In this connection, I call attention of the tribunal to the testimony of General Lahousen, which Your Honors will recall on the 30th of November, 1945. Lahousen testified to a conference which took place in the summer of 1941, shortly after the beginning of the campaign against the Soviet Union, which was attended by himself. And I want to emphasize this because he will later have a document that emanated from this conference. Attended by himself, General Reinecke, Colonel Brewer, and Muller, the head of the Gestapo. At this conference, the command to kill Soviet functionaries and communists among the Soviet prisoners of war was discussed. The executions were to be carried out by Einsatz commandos of the SIPO and the SD. Lahousen further recalled that Muller, who was the head of the Gestapo, insisted on carrying out the program, and that the only concession he made was that in deference to the sensibilities of the German troops, the executions would not take place in the presence of the troops. Muller also made some concessions as to the selection of the persons to be murdered. But according to Lahousen, the selection was left entirely to the commanders of these screening units. I refer to page 633 of the official transcript. Now I offer document 502 PS as the next exhibit, U.S. Exhibit 486.